If we could describe the reality of the world in paintings and literature, then what is the reason for art? What would we know how much of our culture has changed and even stayed the same during the years, to the artists back to the 1800s, to the artists now in this century? At the Art Museum here at UK, there are 4,800 works of art that are always on view. The Art Museum is an encyclopedic museum that promotes the understanding and appreciation of visual art from a range of culture and historical period. It is located in the Singletary Center building on UK's campus. Today, I am doing a podcast for my Word 110 class, and I'm Diana Mongarro, and I hope you enjoy. The first time that I went to the art museum, it was like the museum was its own place. You wouldn't remember that it was part of the Singletary Center. The art is so detailed and majestic that you can stand there for a while studying the art. The painting that caught my attention was the painting called Milkmaid by French artist Julien Dupre. Dupre painted the Milkmaid in 1883. The scene was about France undergoing industrialization. Agriculture was becoming mechanized at the time, and workers were moving to the cities looking for jobs. Although France was becoming more rural, he was able to paint the land and traditions of working that were symbolic of the national values in France as they were in America. France was a center of daring artistic innovations as well as social and cultural transformation. Another of my favorite thing about the museum is that the staff will always greet you with a warm welcome. For example, Samantha Condell. Samantha is a student here at UK working during the summer. She is a really pretty, tall, kind person, and she is going to be a senior this coming fall. She has worked at the art museum during her school years and summer as well. Her major is in art history. Okay, so why did you pick the art museum to be like your place to work at?
I'm an art history major, and I love being surrounded by art. I find it fascinating, just especially here because we have so many different things. Like we have these pastel drawings, we have paintings that are super detailed, and then upstairs we have things from the 1800s to contemporary. So yeah, it's just a wide range of stuff.
It's pretty cool. Okay, and also like, how different is it during the summer and during the like actual school year?
During the summer, we don't get as many students. We do get some tours of like summer camps, which is fun because they're like little kids and they're really rambunctious. But during the school year, we have a lot of UK class tours, and we have a lot of kids coming in to do projects, and we get to answer questions and help them out. So yeah, and it's a lot slower during the summer, which makes sense. But,
Also, what would you say is your favorite thing about here? Like, is there like a certain painting that you just absolutely love, or is it the people that you meet?
Yeah, I think it's the people that you meet because you are exposed to a lot of different types of personalities. So like we get to meet some of the artists, and they're very interesting people. And then people just coming in, like on Saturdays randomly, we get people that are like, yeah, we stumbled across this place and we decided to come in. So yeah, I think it's the people that you're exposed to. So yeah.
And just one more question. Okay, well, how would you say the culture is here?
The culture.
Okay.
Well, we actually, let me give you a little insight here. We actually track the people that come in, just like their age and their gender, and just, I don't want to use the word race, but
Yeah, I gotcha.
whatever. So it's interesting. I don't really know how to answer that question. We get a lot of different people, but we're definitely trying to work on just diversifying, if that's a word, the people that we get in here. So we're trying to, like with that, we try to do different exhibits that might interest different people.
A museum in general gives you a chance to see art and to study it, trying to see what the artists are trying to show about their reality of the world we all live in. When going to the museum on campus, you see one of the new exhibits that is open to the public, called The Brothers Grimm by an American artist, Natalie Frank. She did an interview at the museum when it first showed. She said that she was captivated at the literature of the Grimm brothers' stories, and that the tales haven't been illustrated by a fine painter, so she started painting them herself. She also mentions that she paints them based on the women in the tales because back then, these stories have been passed down for centuries, and the stories would be based on the gender, hierarchy, and violence, and also their over-sexuality. But that is how it was for women in their lifetime. Also, there was a higher death rate in women, so it was common to see a lot of stepmothers. Their lives were so horrific at times that there were a period of cannibalism, and children would actually be in real danger because they would be sent to the forest for food. The culture in Natalie Frank exhibit shows about the time period of women, and she considers herself and her paintings feminist. If you haven't gone to the museum, I recommend on going. Thank you.